Hello everybody, good morning. Wednesday. We're talking about Moses this week. I'm a great admirer of Moses. There was not a humbler man on the face of the earth than Moses. And he was called to do a great work for God. When God said to him, listen, I want you, Moses, to go to the household of Pharaoh and say to Pharaoh, let my people, the Israelites, go. And besides getting on his face and listening to that, Moses' reaction was, you're asking me what? To do that? There is no way I can do that. I'm just not your man for this job. And he backtracks, he fudges, he looks for every excuse possible to say no to God. Imagine God calls you, God asks you to do something and you say no. Well, God has a habit of getting his way in such situations. So Moses says, I don't have anything with which to go to Pharaoh. What am I going to say to him? I'm a poor speaker. And then God says, Moses, what do you have in your hand? What do you have in your hand? Now, he had a staff in his hand. And God says, well, use that staff. See what is going to happen over the next however many years as you simply allow God to speak through you and use that staff. You know, God has given something to all of us. No person can say, well, I can't do that. And some of the challenges we receive in life, we back off and we simply not able or don't carry things through. When God says, please, you're my servant, I have called you. You're all called in one way or another, called by God. Look at your life. Look at the talents that you may have. In terms of that parable Jesus told, you may have 5 talents, you may have 3 talents, you may have 1 talent, but for goodness sake, let's use the gifts and the talents, the capabilities that God has given to you. He is calling you. Nobody is redundant, nobody is useless, and there is no retirement in the kingdom of God, which means that when you breathe your last, may you breathe with your mountain boots on and asking God that right to the very end, God will use you. I was very close to a man who died a couple of weeks ago. Just before he died, he said to me, James, even though my days are numbered, my days are few, I want God to use me. I like that. That's a man with whatever he had in his hand. And God did use him, believe me. It was wonderful to behold. So, may God use you today.